Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson. All right, speaking on this small hat, man. Okay, here it is with everything that's going on in the world. You got Trump. He won't put the pen down. Okay, signing all these executive orders, making all these claims and bold statements. You know, and behind the scenes, you got you got Evil E, you know, continuously being put on the scopeo, man. You see, and you know, and this is how we know that we're in the end, you know, of Esau's reign of terror. You know, because now he's being found out. You know, all of his mischief, right? All of his odious works are being revealed. You see. And this is one thing we know about this man, is that he's a complete pedophile, man. All right. Not only is he a global terrorist, all right, he's a domestic terrorist, he's a global terrorist, and he's a complete pedophile. This is something we know about this man. This is, you know, his characteristics, his desire for strange flesh and, you know, strange intercourse. It's in the scriptures, man. It speaks on it. You see, the book of the book of Hebrews, man, goes into it, taps into his mindset when it comes to that, man. So when you see things like this is no surprise, man. You see, this is no surprise at all. But it's beautiful because, again, this type of revealing of this man shows that we're at the end. It shows that we're at the end, man, of his reign of terror. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, before we tap into this article, let's go do what is that? Wisdom of Solomon. Salakia. Let's go to that Wisdom of Solomon. You know, going into those odious works. Now we know this was talking to this was talking to the Hamites. Bear with me. Upon us having to you know, being commanded to remove them out of the land. You know, this is the type of behavior, you know, they were partaking in. But as we know, Esau's adopted the way of the Hamites, man. All right, this is why you have you know, these various you know, holidays and gods that they represent. Like, for instance, you got the what's his name, the Pope. Okay, he wears that hat on his head. All right, that hat goes back to Dagon, the fish god. You see, and that was back. That was one of the Philistines, which the Philistines were Hamites. That was their main, one of their main gods, man. You see, this man has you, you know, going to church on Sunday and representation of worship in the sun, which is that goes back to Ra. You know, one of the Egyptians' main gods, which the Egyptians were also what? They were Hamites, man. You see, this man's adopted their ways. He's taken, you know, that behavior, and he's pretty much superseded what they were doing. You know, because this man has the technology and, you know, the knowledge on his side in this day and age. So he surpassed, you know, what they were getting into. But he uses he uses the wickedness they were involved in. It's a foundation to Esau's wickedness, and he just built on it. You see, so check this out: Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, and verse. I'll start at verse 3, and it reads. Let me see. Yeah, verse 3. We'll start at verse 3, and it reads, "For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of the Holy Land." Right, and again, this is talking about those Canaanites, man. All right, those 7 Canaanite nations. Bear with me. Right, so we got them up out of there. Our forefathers did through the Spirit, and that's why we have that precious land, the land of from Philistia, Jerusalem, all that, man, from Samaria down to Jerusalem. That whole coastline right there by the Red Sea. You see, by the Mediterranean. And that coastline right there, that's Ashdod, right? All that's Jake's land, but we took it from those nasty Canaanites, man. Okay, but check this out: whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices, man. Okay, and we know Esau, pursuant to Isaiah 47, he operates under the realm of witchcraft. This is how he operates. He operates via left hand, divination, soothsaying, etc. That's what those stargazers and monthly prognosticators are going into. And diviners, when you read Isaiah 47, tapping into the daughter of Babylon. See? He operates under the same protocol as they were doing, as these Canaanites were doing, man. But again, he's enhanced it. You see? Check it out. When you get this word odious too, real quick. We're going to come back here. Bear with me. Simple Google definition.
Odious.
Odious. It goes into what? Extremely unpleasant. Repulsive. Okay, now this is going into their works, their behavior. Okay? Some similar words: revolting, repulsive, disgusting, vile, foul, abominable, appalling, unspeakable. Right? And that reminds me, when you go to the book of real quick, when you go to the book of Ephesians, right? And this is unspeakable, man. We're gonna come back. We're gonna get here. When you go to Ephesians 5 real quick. In verse 12, and it reads, "For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret," man. It's a shame to even speak of it. But now it's no longer secret. You see? Now Esau has been being found out. Before we go back to the Wisdom of Solomon, look at. This is from Turkey Today. Or Turkey Ye Today. And it's dated, January 29th, 2025. And the title reads, "Ultra-Orthodox small hat cult leader arrested in Guatemala on child abuse, human trafficking charges," man. You see? We're in a time of revelation. We're in a time of revealing. And again, this is nothing new. Okay, this is what they've been doing. We're going to show you a few other things too. Let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon real quick and continue on. Let's get to the point. Let's read this again. Wisdom of Solomon 12:4. "Whom thou hatest for doing most odious works, see, most repulsive works, okay, unpleasant, unspeakable, right, works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices. But that's not all. And also those merciless murderers of children, you see, and devourers of man's flesh, and the feasts of blood, okay. And it's no secret, all right, that does man, that evil E, all right, be playing with adrenochrome. Go look that up. That came out on Front Street too, because we're in the time of his revelation. That's why. Okay. Yo, real quick, going back here, let's get a little bit of this, right? So Yoel Alta, a prominent leader of the ultra-Orthodox small hat cult, Lev Tahor, was arrested in Guatemala following an operation led by Interpol. Okay, the arrest comes amid allegations of child abuse and human trafficking, which have been tied to the controversial group. You see? Look at this dude. Demons all over him, man. But there's how Evil E gets down. All right, this is what Evil E's about. Okay? This is how Evil E moves, man. Okay? This is what they do. And we can't forget about this. In New York, I know you Aki Amanakwa didn't forget about that. Okay? Hence why they're called gutter rats, man. And there's all types of different, explanations as to why, there was a tunnel over there under that, under their little synagogue, but we know what it is. Okay? There were bloody mattresses found, baby high chairs. Come on, man. Stop playing. And we got this going on. So we know what it is. You can tie it all together through the spirit. Use your imagination. You already know. And again, going back to that Hebrews, what is that, Hebrews 12. We know how Esau gets down. The book of Hebrews, hey, the Lord puts a name on it, man. Check this out. The book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16, and it reads, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." Now when you get this in the NIV, what you're gonna find out, let's go here. And that's the beautiful thing about the about the scriptures. The scriptures pinpoint and target the enemy. Okay? Check this out. The book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16 in the NIV, and it reads, "See that no one is sexually immoral, okay, or is godless like Esau, who for a single male sold his inheritance rights as the oldest son." Okay? See that no one is sexually immoral or godless as Esau, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai puts a complete name on it, man. So this is how we know who we're dealing with. We know we're dealing with a monster, man. Okay, so when you see things like this, hey, it's not a surprise for those of us that are in the know. Okay, this is how this man is built. But the beautiful thing about it, again, he's been able to hide his mischief for so long. He's been able to run circles around the people. But now we're in a time where Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is revealing him. And now he's on the scopeo. And this is a token to him being at the end of the road, man. Okay, scriptures tell us that inquisition will be made against him at his end. Matter of fact, let's close out with that. Bear with me. The book of 2nd Ezra, 6. And we're going to start at verse We'll start at verse 17, and it reads, and it happened that when I had heard, I stood up upon my feet and hearkened, and behold, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters. And we know who that was. What makes it so heavy? Okay, we know who that was. Revelations 1 tells us whose voice was like many waters. Yahweh Shai, man. You see? And check this out. And it said, behold, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It would have to be, right? If you can see it through the Spirit. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, let's blow this up. And will begin to make inquisition of them. Okay, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, man. Okay, the Lord said he's gonna make inquisition of them. So when you get this word inquisition, we get it all the time. Inquisition. It goes into what? A period of prolonged and intensive questioning or investigation. You see? Look at some similar words: interrogation, questioning, quizzing, cross-examination, investigation. And this is what we're doing right now. You see, a court is in session. Court's in session right now. Right now, we're bringing forth information, evidence, okay, cross-examining, okay, this monster, man. Evil Esau, Edom. You see? And now he can't hide himself now. He can't hide himself anymore. Because now Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is now revealing him. He's now visiting. He's visiting us that dwell on the earth, man. There ain't no hiding now. Everything's being brought out on Front Street. You see? Everything's being brought out. And now they're being cross-examined. They're being interrogated. Okay? They're being questioned. Check this out. And again, this is a token to them being at their end. Let's prove it. Let's continue reading. Let's read it from the top. 2 Ezra 6 and 19. And will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. See? You see all that's in, all that's in one stroke of the brush, man. And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, man. This is when that inquisition will be being made, showing you that we're almost out of captivity. We're almost through. We're almost done with this captivity. All right, we remember Zion. We always go into it. Zion goes into Tezayuan in the Hebrew, which goes into a monument or memorial or a parched place. A parched place, you water a parched place, man. And that's what's beginning to happen. Okay, that dry land, okay, Israel, our so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that valley of dry bones is now beginning to be watered with this truth. And he's brought forth his elect, Lord willing, we're part of that precious number, to the light. You see that? And with that happening, on the contrary, Esau's being exposed. Esau's being in a position. Esau's coming into a position where he's losing power. He's waning. He's beginning to droop. You see? Because that transition is about to occur. What transition? Let's keep reading. 2 Ezra 6 and 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, whose world? Whose world? All we got to do is jump up and we can find out whose world this is talking to. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world. See, going into an eon, a space of time. So Esau is the end of this space of time, man. And Jacob, okay, our so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, starting with the elect, is the beginning of it that followeth, man. You see? So it goes hand in hand. the exposure, the decline of Esau equals the glorifying and waking up of Jacob. On the contrary, where the Lord's beginning to show us favor now, and Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is no longer that golden cup in his hand, as we see him waning and drooping, okay, and wisdom and Teman fleeing from him. You see? Let's continue on. 2nd Ezra 6:20, and it reads, and when the world, Esau's world, right, that shall begin to vanish away, shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. Man, what tokens? Part of the tokens was that inquisition that he will make against those that have hurt unjustly, man, with the unrighteousness. That's part of the token. You see, that's how we know Esau's at the end. His world's about to be finished. Look, the book shall be open before the firmament, right? Going into the unicorn. Okay, going into these digital epistles. You can tap into these live streams. The books are open, man. We're all tapping into the spirit, you know, on the unicorn. And the majority of us came into this truth through the unicorn, man. Seeing the elders and apostles and other men, you know, doing the work that drew us to the Lord. You see? Look, and they shall see all together, man. See? So we here, man. We at the end of Evil E's reign. This is why things like this are on display. All right? And there's nowhere for him to run, and there's nowhere for him to hide, man. All right? No matter how deep in the sewer, you know, he wants to go, he's going to be found out. You see? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf will edify. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakak Wedash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf will edify. Shalom.